Hey crafty cuties! So today's video is going to be really simple. I'm just going to show you what my next pen pal send out is going to include, and I'm not going to show everything I'm actually including, but I'm going to show you how to make the main thing here, which is an expandable ephemera folder or whatever you want it to be. And it's really simple. It's been done before many a times, but I'm just going to show you. And since it's such a simple video, I thought I would go ahead and show you the types of things that I like to include for my pen pals and then how I would package it up. So the items that you're going to need are also very basic, so it's kind of an easy project if you're looking for something like that to do. You are going to need some scrapbook paper of some sort, but you really just need one piece for this entire folder, and it's 11 1/8 of an inch by 6 3/4 of an inch. And also you can change up the size depending on what you want, but that's just the size I'm using today. And then you're going to need 4 white envelopes, and these are the smaller envelopes which measure 3 5/8 of an inch by 6.5 inches. You'll just need some glue, scissors, a hole punch, and some kind of twine if you want that for your closure, and then whatever you're going to fill your little folder with. So let's go ahead, and like I said, this is really easy. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and take your scrapbook paper, and if you have a scoreboard, that's going to make this a lot easier. However, you could just use a ruler and mark where you need to fold. And so you are going to score or fold your line at 2 3/4 of an inch. And I hope I'm in focus. Let me bring you these in just a touch. I'm trying to figure out this filming setup with my new camera. So 2 3/4 of an inch by 7 3/4 of an inch. I hope that's right. Oh, nope, sorry. 7 1/8 of an inch. It's really hard to see at this. There we go. Okay, and then of course you can go ahead and fold up and fold down. And this is the main part of our folder, but the part that makes it extra expandable is the envelopes. Now you have to do these a very certain way, so just make sure to watch as I do this. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue all of the tops closed. So go ahead and attach those down. And I probably should have done that ahead of time so it wasn't going to be drying still, but that's okay. Okay. I like doing projects like these for my pen pals because number one, I need to make 30 of them. And number two, they're easy enough to use and alter in any way that they need for their journals or craft projects. And so it's also, that's why it's a good idea for really any pen pals. And if you are interested in hearing more about my Patreon, and if you want to get the monthly pen pal mail from me too, I do have more spots available. And I even opened up some more spots on the lower tier for, I don't remember the price, but it's pretty inexpensive for extra videos and free printables and things like that. So you can check that out on the website if you're interested. It's fun, and I'm having a ton of fun interacting and sending out the monthly mail. Now for all of these, you want to go ahead, I should just use my trimmer, that would be easier, and trim off just a teeny sliver at the top here. You can cut this or use a trimmer, whatever is easiest for you. And I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to take off the smallest amount that I can just to have it open at the top. And if you're wondering why I didn't just cut off the flap, that's because I want this entire back to be fully paper. So we have 2 more. And you can also use as many envelopes as you want. You can add more, or you can do less. You probably need at least 2, of course, but so just depending on how much space and all that. Now if you were using a ton, you'd probably want to add a tiny like gusset to your folder, but that would be really easy to do. Okay, so we have our 4 envelopes, and now what we need to do is glue them all together. Now you want to do this by only adding glue to the center. Now I don't measure or anything like that. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it and go down to the center. This is going to allow you to pull the envelopes apart and make them expandable, because I know since I messed up in my last December daily spread and I accidentally sewed around the 3 edges, and what do you know, it's not going to pull out like you saw. So just make sure to only add glue to the center. And so just right on top of one another, try to line them up as best you can. You can see I didn't do so well right there, but it's going to be all right once it's in our folder here. Okay. Now I would suggest making sure that this dries before you start like pulling it apart a bunch. Of course I'll show you since I'm doing the video, but just try to let yours dry. Now you can go ahead and take your folder. Now if you want to do any decorating to the front that includes sewing or details like that, I would go ahead and do that first. I'm not going to decorate mine because again, these are for my pen pals. You can see I'm going to be using very basic prints for them. I was almost going to do another Christmas theme, but I just went through all my scrap papers and grabbed really basic designs because Christmas projects will be coming to an end probably, you know, soon after they receive these in the mail, and I am filling them with some Christmas themed items, but I figured I would leave them kind of blank because then they can decorate if they want or leave them be. Now again, I'm gonna put glue just right in the center of the envelope, and I just kind of eyeball it. Now if you can notice, I didn't put it all the way down to where the fold mark is. I don't think you can really even see that. Oh my gosh, you know what? I don't even have my lights on. That's why it's been so dark. There, hopefully that's gonna help a bit. So just make sure it's just a touch above that fold line. And then again, some more glue in the center. Fold that back over, and then you're really gonna wanna let this dry. Now for the closure, you can add a Velcro dot. That would be really cute. I actually have these super thin Velcro dots, which would be great. I'm telling you, they're like so much thinner than a normal Velcro dot. I was almost thinking of doing that, but let me just show you the other way to do this, just in case that's what you want to do. Now I'm just gonna kind of see where the center is, like, we're just gonna eyeball it. I'm gonna poke a little hole, and I'm gonna make sure it's a smaller hole. And hopefully that's like this. I probably should figure out the center just a little bit better here. So we have 3, that's probably right around here. Okay, so I'm gonna use my crocodile here and just make a small hole. That's pretty centered enough. And then what I'm going to do is take some twine. I'm gonna use this green and white. And I want it to be enough to go around like maybe twice with a little extra. This would be really cute to tie a charm or something on the end. And then you can go ahead and let's see, you can do this a number of ways. You can thread this through as a loop and then pull the ends through. I guess I'll do that for this one. And then you can see it can just go around and kind of tuck underneath the ends like that. Super cute. Now I thought it would also be a good idea to go ahead and round the corners here. I think that would add a nice look. I didn't do that to my last one. And then I can go ahead and show you what I am planning to fill these with, or I'll get the ones that I'm actually going to be sending to my patron pen pals. I'm going to be having some surprises in there and little bits and pieces that I'm not showing you, but let's go ahead and just fill this one up and then we can package it up to go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I have a bunch of things off to the side that I want to fill this puppy up with, so let's go. Now I love putting tiny little things in envelopes or other bags because then it's like multi-use. They have something cute, it's fun to open things up, but then also, yeah, they can use both things. And so I just put some vintage stamps that I had into this little teeny vintage envelope. Then I have this other handmade envelope. I do like to add a mixture of handmade things with purchase things. And so I have these vintage bus tickets. I think they're bus tickets, something like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide those down into this little pocket. I don't like this setup for filling. Anyways, here's a handmade little layered embellishment that I made. I think I made these on a video a while back, and I'm going to place this into this little glassine envelope. So you can see, this is probably overkill. I'm just showing you how I like to package things up. This is a fun little policy envelope. I'm gonna set that to the side. I don't know what I will put in there yet. Oh, here we go. So I made this little charm kind of thing with a paper clip and a key charm. And so I was thinking maybe I should probably put that in a little bag of its own. And so I think I'm gonna grab one more of these little wax bags, I guess. I think they're like a wax bag or a vellum bag. This might be a little too dimensional for this, I don't know, but let's go ahead and put that in and I can see. I think it might be. So we'll set it to the side. I know I want to send it in this package. And then this adorable tag that I got from Amazon, and again, I'm gonna stick this in here. You don't have to do this, of course, but you know, I just think it looks fun. It makes it a little bit more exciting, and why I just can't figure out the focus on this camera this whole video. Okay, this, like I said, this is a little too long, so I think I might still include it, but fold it. And then the rest of the things, I'm gonna add this tag, a really fun little red tag that can be altered. And then I have some little bits and pieces of ephemera, and then I might add like a guest check. So now we can just fill this puppy up. I keep calling it a puppy, like who does that? Okay, so now you can see my glue might have dried a bit too much, or yeah, there we go. And if you wanted, you can color the envelopes or do whatever you want before, you know, all this, but I'm totally fine with this look. And so I think I need to fold this in half too. Okay, so let's see if I can just zoom in a tiny bit. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of hold it open and place things in. Put the repair tag in here, and I like to add little details like that tag. I added some twine so that it's ready to be used. Just those little extra details I find make Happy Mail all that much better. And it's just like, can you focus on what I'm doing, camera? We'll put that envelope back there. We'll put this one up here. Like, I might have added a bit too much, but that's okay. But you can see now just how much this can hold. It's like picking up what I'm trying to say is, the focusing is picking up on things back there. Okay, and then we have one more that's also glued shut a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and put the ephemera pieces that I have. Just a cute little snowman tag. That. I think I'm just going to stick to that. I might include those in the package, but so here we go. So then we can go ahead and close her up. And I think I should have made that a little longer, so that's okay. We'll just go like that for now. And then what I like to do is I'm going to take this little cellophane bag and place this in here, just so everything stays nice. Now I am going to be just using a craft envelope, and so I feel like with the way that the mail has been lately, it's really nice to add a little bit extra protection to your things if you can. And then on top, I'm just gonna add this cute little journaling card. I just have a little collection of journaling cards that I like to add in, and I may write a note, but a lot of times I like to go ahead and send these blank so that my recipient can actually use it. And then sometimes I'll add like a little sticky note, or I print out like a little tag with like a little letter kind of thing. And that's what I'll do. And then I do definitely close that up again so it can stay, you know, waterproof in case anything happens while it's in the mail. And let's see, like I said, I was considering sending the charm, but you know what? I think what I should do is take it off of the paper clip, send these just not together, but I think that's going to help. There we go. That's much better. So if you're sending a charm like that and it's as simple as putting it on the paper clip, definitely just leave them apart. And then I'm going to fold that down, and then we can actually just go ahead. Maybe I'll put it on this side of this little bag right here. And we'll just open that up. And then I'm just actually gonna, instead of putting it in the pocket, I'll just put it right behind the journaling card. And then you have a few fun little things. There we go, guys. So that's just one idea of how I like to package up my pen pal mail. And then you can see it fits just nice and snug in this craft envelope, but it makes it easy for mailing. There's air in that little pocket. And then you can package it up and off it goes. I hope that this was helpful to you guys, and I will have links down below for supplies and things like that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!